Jessii Vee, and as you can tell by the title of today's video, today we are talking about mini eggs. That is because we are only a couple days away from Easter, and these eggs are loved all over the world. I think they look slightly different and maybe even have slightly different names depending on where you live, but everybody loves those tiny chocolate eggs. So I'm gonna be getting into some history, some dangerous facts, and of course we're gonna end with a creepypasta. Before I get started though, I just want to give a huge shout out to Tobermory Shores. This is a vacation rental in Tobermory, Ontario. It's only a few hour drive from Toronto. And let me just tell you, this house is absolutely gorgeous. It overlooks the water, so it has amazing views. It has plenty of room for your family. It's super comfortable. It's decorated amazingly. Honestly, it was better than staying in a 5-star hotel. We did a whole vlog about it, so stay tuned for that. Check out our vlog channel to see our experience there. I also have a highlight reel on my Instagram, but I'm gonna link the Airbnb listing down below in the description. If you guys are ever traveling to Ontario or you live in the area, it's definitely a place to check out. So thank you so much to Tobermory Shores for hosting me. All right guys, so we're gonna be getting right into this Easter themed video. Do you see that I'm wearing this like pastel purple to go with like the Easter theme? Also my necklace! I'm wearing a crescent moon necklace. You guys know I love crescent moons because of the tattoo on my shoulder. Everybody knows I love to show this off. But this is a beautiful stone wrapped in silver cording. It almost looks like a tree or like branches going over the crescent moon. I love it. This is available on our website. We have it in purple and white, and I've just been wearing it everywhere. I absolutely love it. So if you guys would like one, I have linked it down below. All right guys, so let's talk about mini eggs. If you guys love mini eggs or know what they are, comment down below because I do want to see which countries around the world actually have these. Cadbury mini eggs are a milk chocolate product created and produced by Cadbury. Introduced in 1967, the egg is solid milk chocolate encased in a thin coating of hard candy shell, molded to resemble a miniature egg. Now let me just tell you, these things are absolutely addicting. And they actually used to only come out with them once a year for Easter, but because people loved them so much and their sales were so high whenever they came out, they decided to put them out all year round, or at least that's how it is in Canada. I can literally find them any time of year. Halloween, I want Easter eggs, they're there. Now I did post a tweet asking my followers if they know what mini eggs are, and a lot of people in the States say they also have something called robin eggs, which I have personally never heard about, but they do look very similar. In 1854, Queen Victoria gave Cadbury a royal warrant, which anointed it the Queen's chocolate company of choice. I feel like the Queen always comes up in my videos whenever I'm talking about something. She was always somehow associated with it, which I love. We love royal things. So in 1875, they came out with their first version of mini eggs, but they called these draggies, and these were made with dark chocolate, and it sort of had like a sugary coating around it. But the mini eggs that we know and love didn't come out until 1967. Now, if you travel outside of Canada or the US, apparently mini eggs look very different in the UK. They are apparently dotted with speckles to look more realistically egg-like, which I think is actually really cool, but also I feel like it would freak me out because I don't want to like trick my brain into thinking I'm eating like real eggs, you know? Okay, let's get into the danger because I was really shocked when doing research about this. I was so surprised when I found out that mini eggs should not be given to young children. According to St. John's Ambulance, they could actually be a choking hazard to children under 4 years old, and they gave out the warning for several brands in 2020. Apparently, if your child really wants to eat one, you have to cut it in half, which obviously avoids it getting lodged in your child's throat. But you wouldn't believe how many stories I came across online about kids who have choked and died while eating these. Like, it is insane. So please be careful. It is so crazy how something could be so fun and so loved, but also so dangerous. All right, so let's jump to a creepypasta. This one is literally just called Candy. And this creepy story has a bunch of different versions surrounding it. So I'm gonna tell you the one I found first because it does mention mini eggs, which obviously is the whole point of this video. It's about a little girl named Cindy who had collected a ton of Easter candy from her school a few days before Easter, and it was mainly mini eggs, which were her ultimate favorite. So when she got home, she placed her bags and bags of mini eggs on her kitchen counter so she would be able to eat it over the weekend and for Easter, and so that her dog wouldn't be able to reach it because obviously dogs and chocolate, they do not mix. That night while her mother was sleeping, she was suddenly woken up by Cindy standing in her doorway. She could only see the creepy silhouette of her daughter just standing there looking at her, and she was whispering, "Mom, Mom." over and over again. So obviously trying to wake up her mother. When her mother finally sat up and asked what the heck was going on, Cindy said,
"Mom, the Easter Bunny is eating my candy."
The mother just laughed for a moment and told her daughter that the Easter Bunny gives out candy, he doesn't eat it. And then she told her daughter to just go back to bed and fall asleep. But Cindy still looked terrified standing there and said in an even more serious tone,
"Mom, the Easter Bunny is eating candy, please come help."
So her mother just shook her head and explained to her again that the Easter Bunny would never eat her candy because it's his job to give out the candy to little kids to make them happy, right? That's his whole thing with Easter. But she also reminded Cindy that it wasn't quite Easter yet. They were still a couple days away, so it would be impossible for the Easter Bunny to even be there yet. And once again, she told her daughter to go to sleep. So Cindy sighed and walked out of the room with defeat. And her mother just sort of chuckled again before falling asleep because she thought that her daughter had a very creative imagination. Out in the hallway, the little girl stood for a while, staring at the Easter Bunny eating candy. Then she sighed and said to him,
"Mommy says that I should just go back to bed."
Then the Easter Bunny turned around and smiled at her and said,
"Good idea, child. Turn around and don't look back."
Then he tossed a shiny metal pendant at Cindy, and she picked it up and cried when she saw that it was a dog tag inscribed with the name Candy. Guys, he ate her dog as a snack! And then there was her bag of mini eggs just sitting there intact on the counter because he was never eating the mini eggs. He was eating candy, her dog. I'm sorry, I know that's like a lot. And don't worry, it's just a story, it's just fiction, it's just a creepypasta. But like, why every time I look up like Easter or Easter Bunny creepypastas online, it's always the Easter Bunny being like a monster, like eating things that he shouldn't be. This reminds me of the other video that I just did about like the Easter Bunny eating the poor girl's brother. Oh my goodness. But don't worry, if you're one of my like younger viewers and you're freaking out, the Easter Bunny is not like that. He is friendly, he gives out candy, he would never do that. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this creepypasta. If you want me to tell more, give this video a thumbs up and let me know. But I hope you have an amazing Easter. I hope you eat all those mini eggs, all the mini eggs that you want. And don't forget, if you would like one of the crescent moon necklaces, I have linked it down below. And I also linked the Airbnb listing for Tobermory Shores. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!